The controversial inspirational story of Barbie, the world's most famous doll. We think that there is no toy in the world as iconic as Barbie. For some, she is a product of the pressure that society imposes on young girls, with her blonde hair and thin waist. For some, it is a useful toy that encourages goodness and sets a good example. So who is this Barbie? Let's take a look at the process from how Barbie came into existence to the present day. It may seem like an exaggeration for a piece of cake, but over the course of 60 years, Barbie has become almost a cultural touchstone. Barbie pioneered major changes to American culture and feminism, civil rights, and evolving gender concepts that have shaped the past half-century. She took part in many areas, from her swimsuit debut in 1959 to her clothing collaboration in 2022. Today, Barbie is no longer just for little girls. So does Ken. Babies now come in a variety of body shapes, skin colors, and hairstyles. Mattel, the legendary toy company that made Barbie, designed a variety of models in the hopes that Barbie could break up her ultra-thin white skin image. Barbie and her friends are now advocating for greater inclusion, reflecting the reality of modern society. In the past, girls were encouraged to develop their maternal instincts while playing with dolls. So how did Barbie actually come about? If you want, let's tell you the story of Barbie first. In the 1950s, inventor Ruth Handler was watching her daughter play with paper dolls one day. Handler realized that her daughter and her friends were more interested in recreating the everyday conversation scenes of teenagers and adults. Studies have confirmed that children use their toys to recreate the social interactions they see in their environment, thus improving their empathy and social skills. Handler's husband, Elliot, had coincidentally started a toy company known as Mattel a few years ago. In 1955, Mattel had earned its big entry into the world of popular toys through a contract with the Mickey Mouse Club. The company's next buzz was with the toy it brought to the American International Toy Fair in New York on March 9, 1959. The couple presented a plastic doll, which they named a young fashion icon. The doll, which went on sale in a striped swimsuit, was produced in blonde and auburn. She also attracted great attention with her ponytail hair and image. Her name was Barbie, inspired by the couple's daughter, Barbara. This new doll looked different from traditional dolls. It wasn't flat like rag dolls. The lines were clear. She had a fit and beautiful physique. In fact, the origin of the doll was based on the German Lily doll, which was designed as a sexually explicit adult gift. Recalling that she was launched as a model, staying true to her role, Barbie was used for outfits that were in the latest fashion. Adult ones were sold separately. For the new aspect of the toy, model Barbie was used. The company found a new way to market the toy. Barbie has become a fashion icon with her stylish clothes and wide wardrobe. Since the day her clothing options were added, Barbie has been an inspiring fashion icon with her style. His original black and white swimsuit sold thousands. Thus, she opened the doors of the fashion world. Mattel's designers took inspiration from the legendary designs of Christian Dior and Yves Saint Laurent, and threw dust on the runways of Paris. More than 50 fashion designers have created looks for him, including Versace, Calvin Klein, and Burberry. In its first year of production, the Barbie sold more than 300,000 units. Barbie's clothes also changed according to time and parts of the period. In the 1960s, the elegance of Jacqueline Kennedy added a sophisticated twist to the doll's wardrobe. By the 1980s, neon sweatbands had become fashionable thanks to Barbie. As the fashion changed, the makeup of the baby changed, of course. Her colorful eyes and rosebud lips lit up in 1977 with the addition of a smile. The face shape has also been changed over the years to be a little more realistic. However, the baby had a huge reaction as it created the perception that it's best to have blonde hair and blue eyes. Company realized that children choose babies based on their hair color rather than factors such as skin color and weight. On this very personal stance, Mattel decided that Barbie needed to modernize to become the feminist, inclusive role model they wanted her to be. The original version of Barbie is still a matter of debate. The body measurements of the baby, who was criticized for his incredibly thin waist from the beginning, were changed. Subsequently, a belly button was added to Barbie in 1997. Her breasts have been slightly reduced and her waist has evolved into a more natural shape. But Barbie was still unrealistic. Even though he was the size of a real person, he was roughly 1.75 centimeter tall, had a chest of 39 centimeters, a waist of 18 centimeters, a hip of 33 centimeters, and feet of size 35. While Barbie has been criticized for her unrealistic body proportions, Her iconic pointed shoes are an unforgettable part of our childhood for many of us. Famous fashion designer Christian Louboutin even designed shoes for Barbie. However, the Mattel company developed sporty dolls with flat feet and sneakers. Exposure to these babies is said to cause more anxiety in teenage girls about being underweight, according to a study. This is a topic that has been heavily talked about almost all the time since the baby's debut. In addition, Barbie has long been criticized for promoting European-centric beauty standards. Modern Barbies do not distinguish between language and color. In addition, ethnic origin is tried to be kept much more comprehensive. The diversity has increased over time on top of these. In 1968, Mattel introduced Christy, Barbie's black female friend with the afro hairstyle. Her boyfriend Brad, the first black baby doll in the Barbie universe, joins her. But dolls were just a side character in the Barbie world until 1980. Later, the company launched African American and Latino Barbie dolls that were headquartered in their own right. Nowadays, Barbie is trying to be a good role model. Although the perception of beauty has changed over time, both Barbie and Ken had many careers from the very beginning. While Barbie was rare for women at the time, she set an example for a career. In 1968, Barbie was an astronaut. In 1973, Barbie was a surgeon at a time when only 9% of doctors were women. In 1985, she became CEO with her big hair and a suit. At times, these representations were inaccurate. For example, computer engineer Barbie waited to be rescued by her male colleagues because she failed the project. Still, many young girls imagine themselves in these professions in their minds. It encourages children to do the jobs they want. Also, Ken is trying to be a role model. Although always referred to as Barbie's world, Mattel has recently expanded Ken's world, backstory, and various looks as well. We can say that children of all genders enjoy playing with dolls. Like Barbie, Ken has acquired new body types and career goals. Even though Barbie is 60 years old, she still remains popular and continues to be the favorite toy of children. Barbie has been in our lives for more than 60 years. The creativity that the toy offers, and the girls can do it too attitude are still of great importance. Also, Barbie's future will probably be as interesting as her past, and this development. It will continue to destroy the concepts of gender and race.